Yo, hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing new week. Currently it is Monday, so the markets have opened and let's get right into the charts. As you can see for Bitcoin is currently trading below its weekly pivot and right now consolidating between that value area low and that POC of this range that we have created, which is currently trading below the all-time high right here, as you can see. So right now my outlook for Bitcoin will be, if we manage to hold, as you can see we bounced from here, so we only got a wick below. So let me just make it like this, as you can see, and then we have rejected from that value area high, and right now we're pushing down below the weekly pivot. So for Bitcoin I am kind of bearish right now since we are below that weekly pivot, but as long as we remain above this level right here, basically above 115, that value area low, I would be looking for higher price targets for Bitcoin after we manage to break above the weekly pivot. So I want to see us above 118.7k for Bitcoin in order for us to go up to 120k. Also, if we go on a hard time frame, as you can see on the daily, basically if we zoom in, you can see Bitcoin is creating from this range right now a bullish pattern, basically a bull flag right here. And if we manage to break out of this bull flag, then my target would be that last weekly pivot resistance, which is currently sitting right here at around 128k, which is basically almost $130,000 for Bitcoin. But this right now, I don't know if we would have such a big rally for Bitcoin yet, since I am expecting more consolidation to come. And let me tell you why I'm expecting that. Because if we look at the Bitcoin dominance is currently dropping very hard. It has had its most bearish weekly close since, I think, how many days was this? 63 days, basically almost 2 months. It has had its weakest bearish closure on the weekly time frame and currently hitting that trend line that we have drawn in a previous video, basically right now at the weekly pivot support 1. And if we enable the yearly pivots, you can see we are actually below that yearly pivot resistance. So right now we fell below it, so then the next move for that Bitcoin dominance would be that yearly pivot, which would be a very strong support. But until then we would have another 6% of a move to the downside for the Bitcoin dominance. And if this happens and play out like this, then I am expecting a potential push for Ethereum above its first weekly, above the first yearly pivot resistance, which would be above $4,000. If Ethereum manages to break out of here, then the next target will be 4,444, basically the second yearly pivot resistance for it. Also the same goes for Solana, guys. If the Bitcoin dominance manages to fall down another 6%, in my opinion this would take the altcoins another 40 to 50% to the upside. The same goes for XRP. I'm expecting it to hit by the end of the year $4.31, basically the last yearly pivot resistance. The same goes for SUI. I'm expecting $5 for now for SUI, $5 to $6. For Solana I am expecting also 290, basically the last yearly resistance. Also if you look at some other coins like AAV, basically it is above its yearly pivot and potentially it can create a new all-time high if it breaks out the first yearly pivot resistance. So this would be my outlook for some of the altcoins. And right now if you go and look at the stock market, the S&P 500, guys, currently creating a new all-time high, 6,330 for the S&P 500. history is being made for the stock market right now. We have not seen that bigger prices for the S&P 500 since that drop that we've had down here, basically because of the tariff news crash. And right now we are approaching that second yearly pivot resistance. Right here I would expect some kind of a pullback, but until we get there I'm expecting some kind of a slower grind to the upside. Basically we do have almost 2%, but as I said, I'm expecting this to take a couple of days or maybe even 1 to 2 weeks. So but as long as we remain above 6,300, 6,200 for the stock market, then I can see Bitcoin remaining well above 100k, and that would be very, very bullish for the markets. So let me go back on a lower time frame right now. Let me just disable these yearly pivots. And if we look at the open interest for Bitcoin, you can see right now we are having CVD dropping, but open interest is going up. Price is still not dropping, guys. We are still in that range. Open interest is dropping down, but this means there are shorts opening into the market. But I'm expecting once again another short squeeze, basically to the upside. So this is why I'm expecting pump and remaining bullish on Bitcoin, since price is not moving, even though people are shorting the price. But we gotta keep in mind that we do have liquidity sitting to the downside, but we do have we don't want to forget that we are in an uptrend, and basically the market is right now up only. The altcoins, money are going into altcoins, the stock market is also pumping. So I am expecting 95% sure that we will take out the liquidity that is sitting on the top, which would basically be up to the all-time high that we made at 123k. We potentially have liquidity to 125k, so 125k is also one of my targets for a potential reversal for Bitcoin. If we go up to there and we push higher, then I would be expecting much higher price targets, basically to 150,000 for Bitcoin. Also, the Fear and Greed Index has not yet topped out. We are far away from that extreme greed zone, guys. So I keep saying that if you wanna be shorting Bitcoin, we need to see that chart here be into that extreme fear zone. As you can see, the last time that we were here, basically the price was somewhere around 110,000, and also right here when last summer when we were at $73,000, Bitcoin was in that extreme greed zone. Basically every time that we get up to there, Bitcoin tends to top out for the moment, as you can see. And once we get down to that extreme fear zone, then we see a push higher. So right now we still have more room to the upside potentially, as you know, since we are still in that greed zone. Also we are very close to actually that neutral zone. So this is also a bullish sign for Bitcoin in my opinion. And if we look at the longs versus shorts ratio, as I told you, we do have today more shorts opening into the market, as we saw on that open interest, guys. But as you can see, price is still not moving. Shorts are opening, but price is not moving, still trading in that range right here. So I am expecting that this range would be a bullish breakout to the upside. But while Bitcoin is consolidating, the altcoins are pushing to the upside basically, which would be bullish in my opinion for the markets. And so yes guys, this will be it for today's update video. Subscribe for the channel, like the video. Also don't forget to follow me on X for daily updates, and don't forget to trade on CaseX for the lowest fees, on spot 0 fees, and on future 0 maker and 0.01 taker fees, guys. You can sign up using the link in the description, or right here this code. Basically while signing up you can use it. So I hope you watched you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.